すべてのドラゴン族はこの壺に封印されます。
Welcome to an episode of the Dragon Capture Jar, where I take a random dragon monster and talk about it off the cuff. So here is the lovely jar. Let's see what caught for us this week. And we have a fusion monster, the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Now, I've actually made an entire video talking about this guy, how I think he's better than what most people think. And if you want to see that video, go to a link in the description below. But long story short, why do I like this card? Well, for one, he's very easy to summon. He has two conditions. One, you can fusion summon two Blue Eyes White Dragons by using polymerization. Or two, if you happen to have two Blue Eyes White Dragons on the field, you can do a contact fusion that does not require polymerization. And they both have their pros and their cons. If you're playing a fusion deck that involves like defusion or any tricks like that, then yes, it's more, I highly recommend you would fusion summon him using polymerization. But hey, in a bind, there's nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with the contact fusion either. Now, why I think this card is better than what most people think is basically his effect. The protection he has, he cannot be destroyed by battle. So doesn't matter. He has 3,000 attack, which is pretty strong, but if your opponent has a 4,000 beat stick and he slams into him, well, you'll take damage, but he will still live. So protection like that is not that bad. But it's the other effect that I like the best. If he were to attack into a monster and that monster is not destroyed by battle, so say if it's something that's higher than 3,000, well, that monster is going to get banished and it's non-targeting. So one example I love to give is Chaos Max Dragon. We know how difficult that monster can get around. Well, if your opponent's playing Chaos Max and you slam into him with this card, Chaos Max is gone. It is banished and your opponent cannot do anything about it unless, well, they negate the summoning or the attack or something like that. But he is very good monster removal, easy to summon and easy to execute. So yes, but the only downside is you know, he doesn't have much protection. So if your opponent were to use a kaiju or use any special targeting monster effect, then yeah, unfortunately he is vulnerable to that. But I mean, as a one-time deal, your opponent has a boss monster out, you're having a tough time getting around it, yeah, I definitely recommend giving him a try. And he looks cool too. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon, he just has two heads. Which of course makes sense because it's the Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. He also can attack twice. So hey, so if your opponent happens to have two Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons on their side of the field, well, you can banish the two of them. Now this can only work providing your opponent has two monsters. You know, you can't just attack into one monster and then attack your opponent directly. It doesn't work that way. But you know, it's kind of like Tyrant Dragon in that aspect. And attack twice, providing your opponent has more than one monster. So yes, that's a really good effect as well. So what do you think? Do you think this monster is better than what most people give it credit for? Do you use it? Like if you're a Blue Eyes duelist, do you actually utilize a Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to always be a good sport. Play the game, not the fame. See ya! Thanks for watching! If you like what you see, subscribe and be sure to click on the bell for notifications. You can also check me out on Facebook. The link is in the description below. Happy dueling!